when their guy plays some games.
Alright, hi y'all, Weather Guy here, back with more of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing alright. I'm starting to actually run behind in my recordings because of just how busy I am with having a newborn at home and stuff. I'm recording this at almost 3 a.m. and the video is supposed to come out in 9 hours, so we're gonna do the best we can. Let's see. So anyway, Gregson died. Terrible tragedy, right? And the number one suspect, who it seems like we're going to end up defending, is our boy, Lord Van Zieks. So let's talk to him in his cell. There he is, Lord Van Zieks behind bars. So it's true. He really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zieks. Gosh, you think Lord Van Zieks is normally grumpy? Now he's in prison? Holy hell. Imagine sharing a cell with this monster. I mean that in the most endearing way possible. Fancy meeting you here. Oh, hang on. I forgot I had music going on my phone. Lullaby music for my child, who is sleeping next to me once again. The last place on Earth I'd like to be, with the last person on Earth I'd like to see. Oh. Rap God. Couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was... Go home. This has nothing to do with you. I think he likes us. But... Forgive me, Lord Van Zieks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him, at the very least. We owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please. Yeah, you know we're good for it. There's really nothing I can tell you. What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case? The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspect. Another thing I'm curious about is how the other missing person connects with all of this, right? Because that's sort of what happened with the last case, is we had a sort of peripheral case going on with the wax museum stuff, right? I feel like we're having that sort of situation again here. This is a letter from an old acquaintance. Oh, who might that be? Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Hairbrain. Oh, or his buddy. Of course, I keep forgetting they went to the same university. I hope I don't have to do Hairbrain's voice again. That thing is killer. And it's insane. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace, so let's get this over with, shall we? Interesting. What is it you want to know? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zieks never minces his words. They seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Dude, I love his, theme music we get. It's so good. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zieks? What happened? How much do you already know? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small, rented room on Fresno Street. That you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told that there was nobody else in the room and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself. But the gunshot, obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened. As is usually the case with the people we defend. I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to answer that. Oh. After all, you're not representing me. It's true, he could easily represent himself like we did in our first case. He's gonna need a lawyer, though. Right? Couldn't he? He's a prosecutor, but surely he can. Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zieks? Anyone other than you, I should imagine. Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet? Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. This is different. In my career, of all the defendants I prosecute, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. Surely not. I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole. You didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you? It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. Speaking of all this stuff, I was actually a juror this past week. They put me through the whole rigmarole, you know, where they give they have 50 jurors and they randomly select 20, and then they ask you all questions, and then they selected 6 out of those 20, and I was one of the 6, so I got to be a juror this past week and sit through a whole case for a day, and it was very awesome. Bucket list item. Great fun. Case was very low stakes. It was $300 broken window sort of case, but I still loved it, and trying to figure out what the proper verdict would have been, because it was very close, you know, to being undecided, but we came to a consensus, and it was very sick. We did a not guilty. Anyway, let's get back to it. I just thought I wanted to share that I had jury duty for the first time this last week, and it was sick. What does he mean by that? Dude's gonna get murdered, isn't he? I hope he doesn't get murdered. After the trial, Professor Harebrayne was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought. It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Very true. Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean? Yes, so it seems. So the 3 people that haven't been killed have been Harebrayne, Gina, and oh gosh, who was the third one? Natsume. Your stooped little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day. Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. So Professor Harebrayne is safely back in Germany now. He is. That's what we like to see. So, it appears our conversation has run dry. There's a 2-second silence, that's all. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you. I was wondering, Lord Van Zieks, if you'd like... I'd be happy to advocate for you. He's gonna say no. You trust me, do you? Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one. Yeah. Very conspiratorial stuff going on. What? Not the police, not the judiciary, and not your Nipponese. You Nipponese. But please. I have no intention of engaging your services. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time. Interesting. Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper. Find out more about Lord Van Zieks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Maybe there's something new in here to look at? Any new conversation bits? No. Did we miss anything to examine? I don't think we did, but there could be a new development somewhere. By the way, this music is so unfitting for this crime scene. It's like... it's too fun. You know what I mean? Doesn't really do it for me. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Okay, this is probably the one. Because she hasn't visited for some time, so it's probably where we need to go. Yeah, and we're getting an update here. You've made good time. Who's this? I can hear Lord Strongheart, can you? Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone. Dude, where is he at? Oh, right there. Is everything in place? Is that our boy? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. I'm not going to do a voice till I know, but I'm pretty sure that's our boy Kazuma. It's... Kazuma! Ah, your timing is impeccable. It is? No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry. Yes? I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Van Zieks could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson. I believe only in the facts, and the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zieks for this crime. I don't know. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective. I think this guy's kind of full of shit, honestly. Oh no, surely not. It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. The reason why I think he's full of shit is Strongheart has worked with Van Zieks for a long time now, and he surely should be as aware of us, at least, of his true personality and how he's actually seemingly a good man, you know? And this doesn't really fit his MO. I don't see what the motive is. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes. So does that mean the trial is tomorrow? Precisely. You know, he could just be doing this to try to get a big, quote-unquote murderer put away for whenever he's running for office, you know? God, my child's starting to wake up too. Oh no. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions. Well, he's got evil in his eyes, hasn't he, Kazuma? Kazuma. Ah, but of course, you are already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Isogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution. Oh my god, we're going up against Kazuma? That's fucking sick. Wait. What? Kazuma? He's prosecuting his own master guy? Mentor? As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law. Kazuma? A prosecutor? Oh god. I think my child is also starting to wake up too much right now. So we're going to cut today very short. We are just going to leave on this cliffhanger where we're going to discuss Kazuma being a prosecutor that we're going against tomorrow, which is absolutely crazy and something I never anticipated coming into this game. So this is sick. But yeah, my baby's definitely waking up, and I think he's pooping his pants, so I gotta go. Thank y'all for watching. Tune in next time. Take care. Peace out.